Namaskaram to all. Welcome to Clyde Samvada, brought to you by the Hindu Temple of Scotland. We have Parvathy ji with us. Parvathy ji has been practicing the dance form of Kathak, which is the dance form that is especially popular in the state of Orissa, if I am not wrong.
No, actually from North India,
North
UP.
India. UP. Okay, so we will know about the fact that I didn't know about it. It's part of my ignorance with dance form. So we will know more about this dance form along with its story, the ornaments that are used for it, and all of it. So welcome, Pavadi ji, to the Clyde Samvada.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this opportunity. And also, I'm really happy to talk about Kathak, which is actually a North Indian dance form. It is one of the 8 Indian classical dance form. And though we say it is from the north, on the north side of India, it's actually to the north, west, and the central part of India. So, so the origin again, everything is from as a temple art, just like any other dance form, many other dance form, and like the word Kathak. So it's Katha. Katha means story.
Yeah.
So how it originated was like back then, like during ancient times, we never had television or any other entertainment. So it was like they used to be storytellers. He used to travel from villages to villages with their stories, whatever they have seen, and including gossip stories, everything like stories from this village. They spread these stories to the next village.
Okay.
So like that. So they were those artists. They are called kathakars, like storytellers.
Storytellers.
So they used to carry their own instruments, like sometimes like any percussions, and then tabla, including tabla, and then they used to narrate the stories. Sometimes they used to do it like with lot of drama, so that it becomes interesting for them. So that is how it started. So kathakar. So they were like storytellers, and then. Later on, the temple, the pandits, they used to call these people, these artists, to perform on the mythological stories. So that is how it started. So to become a dance form, like then they started telling the stories. Majorly, it is about Lord Krishna and Radha, the Krishna Leela, and all the relating to Lord Krishna. So what they did was to relate for the audience to relate, and also to make it more what to say, like mesmerizing, or
They add the dance form along to it. Okay.
So they started putting a lot of expressions, abhinaya, like hand gestures, mudras, and then slowly with this feet, the footwork. So all of that slowly, the Kathakars, they developed the Katha into Kathak. So that is how it originated.
Very interesting. So storytelling becoming a dance form. That's
Yes.
basically the transition. Okay, that's very interesting. And how did you get introduced to this? How long have you been doing it?
Been doing it from quite. So I started taking the training, proper training, from Sucheta ma'am. Actually, she's from Delhi, but I started training from Kerala. And since it is a North Indian dance form, it was very difficult for me to find a school because it's all about Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam in Kerala. So it was like I was hunting down dance schools who offered this particular course, and then I joined for diploma in Kathak from Nativeda College of Performing Arts. So under the guidance of Kalamandalam Soni, and then the Kathak was taught by Sucheta, Miss Sucheta from Delhi. So she used to come down every month for 1 week, and we used to have this training. So so that I started by 2017, and till I moved to Glasgow, I was taking the training. And then I've been performing in Glasgow, the Kathak performances I was giving, like mainly solo performance.
Nice.
So how I got this interest is, it's like I see this as a blessing. So it always comes to you like a kind of dance style. So when you have that blessing in you, for some it comes out in that particular form. So I always notice that whenever I am giving a freestyle dancing, it always Kathak. And that back then I had no idea that this is Kathak. There is a name to this dance form. Nothing. Then I used to watch this in movies. Okay. Especially Madhuri Dixit. Okay. So she is a Kathak dancer, and I was always very mesmerized with that particular dance style. And then later I came to know this is a dance form. Actually, this is from North India, and this is called Kathak. And then that is when I really made that a point that I have to learn this.
Super, super, fantastic. And when you talk about this dance form, is there how is it different from other dance? We mentioned about Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, all of it, right? So what makes it different? Is there a mudra being different, or how is it?
Okay, so many things different, entirely different.
Okay.
So I can tell you the differences in every category, but let's stick on to the technique. Okay. One thing, it's a from north and the others are from south, and we have all over the east. Absolutely. Also there are. Yeah. But when we come to talk about the technique, Kathak is more like a people's dance, because the dharma and all the Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi and all is more into Natya dharma. So that's in plain words. If you have to, for the audience to enjoy a Bharatanatyam, there are different levels of audience. So some they already know the meaning of each mudra, because they are totally into mudras. Yes. So they know exactly. If you know the meaning of each and every mudra, it's very easy for you to connect and understand the story, what they are narrating. Okay. And there are other set of audience for whom it's just they are mesmerized by the expressions, dance, and everything. So they are just experiencing or enjoying the dance. So there are different levels. But for Kathak, it is more relatable, because we are not bound by strict mudras. We can which is very flexible.
Okay. So at least almost for me, free. So you said you can move from freestyle to Kathak. So it's almost closer to that. Okay.
So we do have postures. We do have some
structured ones.
Yes, but still it's very easy. So majorly the mudras, we don't have a set mudras to learn. So mostly it's samam, either like this or that. So and we can depict anything to narrate in our own. It's like I said, flexible, and with our own control we can control it. So it's so that it's very easy for the audience to understand the story also. And with a lot of abhinaya, which is there in other dance form also, but this is more again, the narration way is different. And also if you see Bharatanatyam and Kuchipudi and all, they have this Aramandi, or the half sitting posture. Yes. In Kathak it is straight. Usually the feet placed like this V, and also we can move around. And even the gestures and all, especially the most important part is the spins. Okay. So that we say chakkar.
I remember
spinning.
Right? Okay.
So it's a Kathak is the spinning is one of the important highlight, you can say. And the footwork, it's with the gunguru and all, that is that bells which we wear. It's fast paced and slow paced also. That fast paced footwork is one of the highlights of this dance. And then hand gestures, yes, it is there. And I already mentioned about the mudras. And abhinaya, it's again, you can actually relate to that. You can understand that. And it's the very important part. So it's Kathak, you can say it's the music, the dance movements, and the drama. So this everything is combined together to give Kathak.
Yeah, okay. Because I think the storytelling part of it would initially have had the drama and the story part. The dance
so that's why. So it's all goes back to the origin, how it became like this.
I think now it's more relatable. Next time I see Kathak, I will be okay, this is the logic to it.
There is always a story.
Okay, that's super. That's super interesting. And in terms of, you mentioned about the bells and all of it, right? So what are these accessories that you have to go with the dance?
Okay, so again, like I said, this is people's dance. So if you think about Bharatanatyam accessories and Kuchipudi accessories, even for Mohiniyattam, they all have, the costumes are way different. And they all have a same kind of, Bharatanatyam, Kuchipudi, Mohiniyattam, they all have a same kind of, they have half sitting posture. So there is a fan in the middle. To
show that.
To highlight those postures. But in Kathak, it's more way simple. It all depends on the different schools. A lehenga, the lehenga choli is the most famous or most popular one. And then we have the anarkali, the salwar suit, which, with a flared suit.
Okay. So that we should add a photo of this so that we know what you're meaning about. Yeah.
So that actually got a Persian touch. Like I said, going back to the origin part, though it is a temple art form, But again, during the Mughal era, they invited these artists to their court as well. So for them, it was just entertainment. So they started giving it a Persian touch, and so it has become just an entertainment part. So there is a two side to it. One is entirely the dance form. It's narrating the mythological stories, the Hinduism, and there is another side which has got a Persian touch.
Oh.
But that is not anything relating to the religion or something. That is majorly the entertainment part, like, and most of the times, like, there won't be a song, basically the tarana and all, if it's a Persian language.
Interesting.
Like that. So there won't be any particular language. It's just there's food work and all that, the tals and all that. So everything is now incorporated. So yes, so everything together became the Kathak, like the present day Kathak. So that's why, according to that, we have different costumes. And this is for female, and for men, again, it's kurta and pajama, the dhoti actually, not pajama. Normally dhoti. So when you take that chakkar, that spins,
that's also
yes, I like that. And then ornaments again. Very simple. It's just a necklace and all that, and it's not like in Bharatanatyam and all, like lot of jewelry, and it's like a lot of work. So this is again very simple. And even the makeup is again just another day. It's just that since we are giving expressions and all, just to highlight the main points of the face, that's why we wear makeup. And then the most important part, like I said, the footwork is a highlight. So we have gungru. But for Kathak gungru, I can show you this. So this is my gungru.
Okay.
So this is 100 bells. So 100 bells in one foot and another.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Okay. Oh.
So it's very heavy.
It's very heavy and very long. Like, so multiple rounds.
Yes, you have to tie it. There is a technique to tie it as well.
Okay.
So in like, going back to the difference part, like I can say that for Bharatanatyam and all, they don't insist that while during the practice session you have to wear the gungru. They don't insist that. Okay. But for Kathak, we are, like my guru especially, always insisted to wear. You all had to wear this right from the first day, because you have to get used to this, the weight. Otherwise, you'll not be able to move your legs. It's like you're chained.
Got it.
Unless you have that rigorous practice on, you will not be able to move around freely and carry yourself. Like, otherwise, you'll be feeling, okay, I have to carry this along with you. So yes.
Yeah. It's called gungru, right?
Gungru. Gungru is the Hindi word for the bells.
Bells. Okay.
Dancing bells.
Dancing bells. Okay, super. And in terms of like how this dance form has, let's say, evolved over the years, one, you mentioned that there is this difference between the one that was used more from a devotional purpose and the one that is more for Persian. Anything else that you've kind of seen in how this dance form has evolved from its sort of traditional ways to contemporary times?
Yes, contemporary now, you can see in Bollywood movies.
Yes.
So they show pure Kathak, like for example in Devdas movies, but they are showing a Mujra side of it.
Yeah.
The Devadasi's part, that is there. But there are so many movies they show pure Kathak, but then they blend it in the Bollywood style as well. And there are so many performances nowadays they are giving in Bollywood. In a Bollywood song, they can do Kathak.
Yeah.
So usually the ancient form or the original form is in Hindustani music. But now, like in every language, like give me a song, I can do the Kathak.
Okay.
That, like, you can actually do that. So if you ask for the original, how it is, this genuine form, it's actually Hindustani music, the tabla and the percussion which goes with that. So that is the main. Tabla is the main part, which gives the tal, which gives the bowls and all that, that beats.
Okay.
So like that.
Interesting. And when you talked about the music part, so what all goes into it? Tabla goes into it, Hindustani music goes into it, and any other instruments? Like, what's the sort of accompaniment around the dance?
Tambura, because tambura is also a part of it. When it is you're dancing to a gesel, so that is slow paced.
Okay.
So it can be any. I mean, like there are parans, tumri, tukdas. Like there are all
instruments.
Yeah, no. Okay. The dance forms, like small pieces. Like it's like fast paced. Some are fast paced, and some are just a particular tal, you are giving a tal. So on that tal, you are giving a short piece.
Okay.
So the tabla will be playing that tal, and you have to dance accordingly.
Ah.
It's like sometimes it's a dance off.
Okay.
And yes, like that. And contemporary, along with that, I have to mention one more thing, that if you have heard of the dance form flamenco, this is which is from
Spanish, right? Yeah.
Yes. So they have close relation with Kathak.
Oh,
So there are so
okay.
many artists who are performing this face off, dance off, like because they also have this the footwork as a main
similar.
item for
Okay.
flamenco. So yes, same as in Kathak. So they do, and the same song they kind of do that. So there are so many videos and so many performances.
Interesting. And any kind of closing thoughts that you have on the dance form of Kathak?
Kathak, what to say, like if you are interested, I mean, when you are getting to learn, always choose the best guru.
Okay.
Because this particular dance form, it actually takes a lot of practice. Especially when if you have learned any other dance form, especially that's in my case, I started with Bharatanatyam, and after a long gap only, I went to Kathak. But then maybe because I was trained in that before, so I always had this tendency to go into this half sitting posture.
Okay.
So I had no idea about Kathak. But then when I started, it's always like it just goes into that half sitting. So to change from that, there are dancers who does Bharatanatyam and Kathak. So they can actually shift from this to that. That's like take a lot of talent and effort. So this one actually, like I mentioned about Gunguru, it takes a lot of rigorous practice and cannot be taken as like casually. You have to put your mind, soul, everything to this. And it's a beautiful form of dance.
Fantastic. And it was wonderful kind of I think you're performing at multiple places in Glasgow.
Yes.
So we hope to host you for your Kathak performance at the temple also sometime soon. And thank you so much for sharing all these detailed insights about Kathak. And we look forward to hearing from you on other similar stories about dance forms in the future as well.
Thank you so much. I would love to. Thank you.